Dracula became a landmark for horror movies. The idea of a creature biting our necks and turning us into something strange scares us. The first time we see Frankenstein, we jump from our seats. The monster is scary as can be. Karloff changed the face of horror, literally. The Wolfman changed the scare factor through genetic alterations. Something about Lon Chaney Jr.'s performance made you afraid of the full moon. House of Wax brought the horror movie genre to a new level with three-dimensional filmmaking. Invasion of the Body Snatchers helped us realize that the innocent act of falling asleep can kill you. Alfred Hitchcock ruled the 60s with his astonishing way of filmmaking. He became one of the first horror directors to be bold with his ways of thinking. The 1970s brought horror films into a new era. Jaws is the most expensive horror film ever made. Dawn of the Dead changed the gore factor for horror films. Phantasm brings a new kind of scare factor to the horror gene. The 80s was filled with macabre tales. Evil Dead helped indie horror filmmakers with its eerie style. Nightmare on Elm Street took the concept of dying in your sleep to a whole new level. Pet Sematary is about the inner love, about bringing those back to life. The horror films in the 1990s had a new effect. They weren't as gory as films in the 70s, but they still had that 80s style. Audition is by far one of the most pivotal horror movies of the 1990s. Horror films in the 2000s, much like Descent, Hostel, and Saw, have deranged themes and horrific acts.
My name is Joseph Braley, and my favorite horror movie is the original Hellraiser.
Why is it your favorite horror movie?
I don't know, just Pinhead's way of torturing people was just cool. I just really like it.
Do you know that that movie has themes of self-domination, domination, torture, and mutilation?
Definitely.
My favorite horror movie is A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Did you know that that horror movie has themes of sleep abbreviations and killing someone in your sleep as a basic concept?
Hey, my name is Ray Paquette, and my favorite horror movie, I'd have to say, would be High Tension.
Did you know that that movie has elegance because it's a foreign film and that its score is expanded through higher levels of deranged involvements?
Well, yeah, I did notice that. Like, it was a little bit more art, like the way it was filmed was a little bit more like artsy than most horror movies that I see, and the story was a little bit more I don't know. It just
deranged.
Yeah, it just seemed like
it
had a lot more thought put into it, and it wasn't going straight for like the gore, even though there was a lot of it in it. But like, just like
it was more on a suspense factor, wasn't it? Like
yeah,
a suspense.
Exactly.
It built up and it built up.
It kept you like on the edge of your seat all through it, and I guess that's why I like it a lot.